I was this close. I want you to look at that space. I was this close to calling it off this week. I was this close to putting out a post or a video saying not this week, man. I can't do it. I can't do it because it wouldn't feel right within me to deliver something where I could at the very least give it 50%, let alone 100. From both a physical standpoint and from a mental standpoint, my health right now it's in the flagnards, right? It's in the flagnards, man. I do not feel well in the slightest. But I was like, you know what, man? Because I'm very stubborn, I was like, I'm gonna sit in the chair, I'm gonna pull it up, and let's see what happens. And lo and behold, I sit in the chair, I pull up the chapter, and I am treated to not just a cover page. I am treated to a color page of legend. I am treated to a color page with magnitudes unforeseen in the past. Ladies and gentlemen, I am treated to a cover page with the King, Monkey D, Trafalgar D. Waterloom Law. And then on the left side, I don't know what he's holding, but I don't have to know it. This man is reaching for a rice ball with his metal hand. Kid D. Eustace. Shout out to George, man. I'll always remember him whenever I first heard him say that. Kid D. Eustace. The three legends riding on top of parrots. Y'all know how much I love my birds. They're out here cawing all over the place. Just I'm about to caw right now when it comes to the best-selling manga in history. It's incredible just how much a color page can change one's mood, can change the way that one's feeling. I feel like I'm at 150% now, man. I feel like I'm working at max capacity. Maybe not my brain, but my heart is, man. That's all that matters. Why? Because we are here to read the latest installment in the Wanna-Wasm sauce of the best-selling manga in history. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here for the one, the only One Piece. The awesome sauce, man. And let me tell y'all something, dude. I know this is the 23rd anniversary, which is why, I haven't seen the cover, and I don't know, let me move on to the next bit. Yeah, we're not going to see the cover, because they don't usually do it on the Viz, but I can't wait to see the cover page to Weekly Shonen Jump this week. And I'm going to assume it was a really, really nice one. If the color page is this awesome, I can't wait to see the cover page for the magazine. I know it's 23rd anniversary. I know that there was a massive announcement. I don't know what the announcement is yet. The only thing that I do know is that there is an opening, a new opening coming out in a couple weeks, and something with the anime. How the anime is going to be extremely excellent from here on out. Apparently, they have some top-notch staff working on the next couple of episodes. I can't wait to watch this week's episode with the Zoro greatness, man. So we'll get to that whenever we get to that. But after the last chapter with the Yamato awesome sauce, which had my brain working on like 50 million miles per hour, and everything else happening, you know, it's been magnificent. So let's continue on with the Onigashima greatness. 23 years of this incredible series, man, of this series that's brought us so much joy, so many emotions, has allowed so many of us to be able to connect with so many different people, and it's all thanks to a series that was started back in 1997, and I couldn't be more thankful for it, man. You know, like I've told y'all many times, I don't know how long I'm going to be doing this. I highly doubt I'm going to make it to the end of the series. You know, there's many different factors in play from a health standpoint, whether one day I'm imprisoned for exercising my freedom of speech, or I don't know, you never know what could happen, right? But by the flagnards, I treat every single video as if it could be my last, man. And if this is it, it's what a 23 years it's been, you know. And I'm thankful for everything that this series has provided for me, but especially, even more than the series itself, for the connections that I've been able to make thanks to this series, man, and this wonderful community, to my friends outside of the community that I've met thanks to One Piece, and the other members of the big three that have been such a big part of my life, man. And so shout out to the awesome sauce, man. But let's get right into it, dude, because I've been wanting to read this chapter since Friday. And because I haven't been feeling well and because of work, I'm like, man, like last night I wanted to come and read it, but I was like, no, I can't do it. I could not sit in the chair, bro. I was like, it's done. So I was like, bro, I'm gonna try again the next day. So here I am, ready to read the awesome sauce, man. Let's try it. And the title of the chapter, for chapter 985, is New Onigashima Project, which is exactly what Kaido was talking about last chapter. I'm gonna get a drink of water now before I don't get an opportunity to, man. You feel me? Onigashima, rear entrance. With this magnificent panel looking at it from the backside in the same way that we did in that panel with whenever Law used the room a couple chapters ago. What was that last chapter? See, man, my mind's already tripping, bro. Whenever Law utilized his room, we got that incredible double-page spread, and we got to see something really similar to this. Rear entrance. I knew you would come. Oh, they're really here. And right here we see Raizo. Kanjuro. We may not have found traces of samurai infiltration, but it was impossible to think that you wouldn't show up. After all, I know better than anyone how persistent you are. Double spread? Kanjuro, you will... And then we get a battle with every single one of them on the rear. We got Neko. We've got Kawamatsu, the GOAT, Raizo, Kiku, Izo, Ashino Doji, Inurashi, all squatted up. Gang, search and destroy Model 1 for 2 days. If you want some, come get some, baby. Kanjuro will not be raiding us today. And I know these guys. I saw them at the boiling 20 years ago. He saw them at the boiling 20 years ago. I love how their legacies and their legends have lived on since then, because that's an event that you would never forget once you first experienced it. You know? Samurai warriors with their heads cut off. Very artful of you. Samurai warriors with their heads cut off, and we see right through everything. The arms holding the blades, their garments, you know, the wardrobe is still on. They even look like you, don't they? So Izo, you've returned, just so you can lose in battle. Don't try Izo, yo. That's a former commander of Shirohige. Don't try this, man, bro. That's Izo. Give me a second, coach. Like, seriously. When it comes down to trying certain members in this series, I always say, dog, you don't want to try the members from Shanks' crew. You don't want to try the members from Roger's crew. And you for sure don't want to try the members from Whitebeard's crew, man. Those are individuals that are ride or die, son. You feel me? You do not want to mess with those individuals right there, bro. And of course, same with like the Straw Hats and the Blackbeard Pirates and whatnot. But that'll be down later on the line for the future. I mean, even now, of course. But with those three, with like the legends, that's how you know the legends and you know the way that the series progressed and how you know they are for each other and whatnot, man. I mean, dude. The Whitebeard Pirates went into a whole fortress, knowing for sure they'd be outnumbered, up against 7 Shichibukai, 3 admirals, an entire force, and they were like, yo, we're getting back one man. The will was so strong, the loyalty was so strong, that even though they knew that Ace got himself into this whole situation, like, I don't care, we're getting my boy back. We're getting him back! And of course they did it, and to this day, you know, that stuff hurts, but by the Flagnars, the gesture, the art of going out and wanting to do it. Flagnars, man, we have not lost our heads. Release Lord Momonosuke at once. Well, he resisted as best as he could. He was desperate not to be a burden upon you. He found a dagger at some point and used it to free himself. And right there, whenever we see that he used the dagger in order to free himself, which was that thing that we saw a couple of chapters ago, of course, he could not actually escape, but he cut my palm in the attempt. We see this little small band-aid, and I did not take kindly to it. I punished him, but only enough to knock him unconscious. We see Kiku right here letting out tears from Momonosuke. To my surprise, however, the boy still lives. I suppose that must be Odin's blood. Odin's blood is carrying the goat's blood in him, man. But his suffering will ease soon. As we speak on the stage inside, they are about to carry out Momonosuke's public execution. What's with Yugata's hand? Nifty, eh? Yo, this man Nick Wish turned into Barrett from FF7, man. Straight up with a gun arm, ready to go up in like swimwear, dude. Kakakaka, all we have to do is buy some extra time. In just a few minutes, the history of the Kozuki clan will officially end. Kiku? You may shut your mouth now, Kanjuro. The wounds that this one's katana leaves do not vanish in the afterlife. Like snow that remains into the spring, they will continue to torment your soul for eternity. Yo, Kiku stated that even after you die, you're still gonna feel pain. Even after you die, even after you can no longer draw breath, in the afterlife you will still feel that very same pain over and over and over and over again. Vassal of Kozuki, Kiku no Jo of the falling snow. What an excellent pan. I gotta read this again, bro. You may shut your mouth now, Kanjuro. The wounds that this one's katana leaves do not vanish in the afterlife. You know, this whole this one's thing, so interesting, because I remember whenever Kenshin would utilize that very same type of manner of referring to himself, and the fact that Kiku's also utilizing this in this manner as well is so dope. Like, it brings good vibes, you know? It brings like those hype, like, yeah. Like snow that remains into the spring, they will continue to torment your soul for eternity. Then show me, Kiku. And we see Kiku goes right forward. Let's get going. Ready. And we see Kanjuro moves forward, and Kanjuro clashes with Kiku. And a little bit of electricity, you know, showcasing the clash. Yo, look at the mask, the armor. And what's with Yugata's leg, huh? I use 2 swords now. Not bad. Inside the castle. Hey, Kaido's speech is starting. Hold on, that's it for right there, bro. I wanted to see one from Kiku and Kanjuro, bro. That was the last thing I expected. I expected Kanjuro to have his moment against Kinemon. But the fact that Kiku's going up in like somewhere saying, screw all that nonsense, I'm leaving a wound so deep, you'll feel it 50 million years from now, dog. Yo, like snow that remains into the spring, they will continue to torment your dog. That's a line, man. That's what I call a line. And they all continue to move forward after that, you know, pointing all the rest of the members that are there. Yamato! Alright, here we go. Here we go. This is what I've been waiting for, Skip. Attic space. So speaking as Kozuki Odin, I followed the proper logic that says, as Ace's brother, you should be giving me a ride on your Is that confirmation? Is that confirmation? That Yamato's joining the squad. That Yamato's joining gang, gonna go up in like swimwear. On the 1,000 Sunny heading with us to Laugh Tale. Do you know how awesome that would be, bro? But at the same time, because it was stated in this manner, it's kind of like Oda telling us, nah, that ain't happening. I don't know. I have hope, I have faith, man. Now hang on. Kozuki Odin's the guy that everyone loves. There's no way you can be Odin. Okay, fine. Maybe you're more Odin than me. Okay, fine. Maybe you're more Odin than me. What does that mean? I'm more Odin. You know, I'm more beast. I'm more boss. I'm more of a free will, of a free spirit than I am. You know, like, you know, sure. Maybe you carry Odin's one more than I do. Who cares? I'm still Odin. You know, that's like the ultimate... That's awesome. I love that because we know how Yamato feels about Odin. You know, this extreme love, you know, admiration being the furthest thing from understanding in this case. You know, it just goes to that furthest extent to where you believe that you are this individual. You believe that you become one with what that individual's purpose was. You know, taking away from everything that you yourself are, wanting to become this other individual. Which is very different from inherited will, by the way. Inherited will is something that is taken on naturally. Like, Luffy has Odin's will. Luffy's carried that on. But in terms of, for Yamato's case, it's like an attempt to carry on that will by becoming that individual. But in that very same breath of attempting to become that individual, it kind of takes away from what Odin ever wanted for everyone to be. Odin wanted everyone to have that free spirit, to have that free will to go on and go on their own adventures, go on their own journeys to figure out who they truly are and what their purpose is. And in Yamato's case, in that way, Yamato has not inherited Odin's will. If you see what I'm saying, I talked about this a lot in the afterthoughts because it's a topic that I'm really passionate about when it comes to identity and really wanting to figure out what your purpose is and how masking that by trying to become someone else is not the way to go about it, you know. But I talked about that in the afterthoughts, man. We'll continue on from there. But that's such an awesome line. Maybe you're more Odin than me. It's like, you know what? Screw it, you know. Maybe you are. How can I be Odin and not be free? It's because of these shackles. I wanted to go to sea with Ace and his friends so badly, but I've been in prison on this island since the age of 8. No. Yo, if Yamato was on Ace's ship, bro, that means that Yamato would have been with Ace and White. Bruh, can you imagine Marineford? Yamato going up in like swimwear against the Shishibukai, against the admirals. You imagine Yamato in the Thunder Bagua all over the place, dog, against Mihawk, Boa, every Doflamingo. Like, bro, I got across for some awesome stuff. Like, can you just imagine that Kizaru and Yamato having a clash? Kizaru and Marco. It would have been like Aokiji and Yamato having a clash. Man, I would have been losing my mind. Would have been losing my mind. The what ifs. But of course, I'm pretty sure that Oda's referring to the Spade Pirates, which of course later on Ace joined Weber. But it has to be talking about the Spade Pirates, right? But no, because Ace came here with Whitebeard, correct? It wasn't with the Spade Pirates, because it would have been, the timeline wouldn't have mixed up. So I'm going to let me pull my volume before I start spitting nonsense. If I'm not mistaken, maybe, but based on the timeline, I'm going to assume he had to have come with the Whitebeard Pirates. So regardless of whether it was the Spade Pirates or the Whitebeard Pirates, whenever she would have joined Ace, it would have been a scenario where Yamato and Ace would have ended up being on Whitebeard's ship. And you know for a fact that Yamato would have wanted to go save Ace. You know, even if for some unbeknownst reason Whitebeard wouldn't have done it, Yamato would have been like, Coach, get the game plan ready. We're going up in like somewhere. Man, yo, seeing that line hurts. I wanted to go to sea with Ace and his friends so badly, but I've been in prison on this island since the age of 8. That's right, they will explode if I leave this island. That makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense now. Shackles will explode. What a sicko Kaido is. To be honest, it could all be a lie. I mean, what father would blow up his own child? Hyakujo no Kaido? What father? But just imagine the possibility that it's true keeps me trapped here with fear. I know what my father's like. Want me to take him off? Luffy's like, flag Nars. Do you want me to just take the dang things off, Ka? Listen, do you really want to fight on our side? It'll mean seeing me whoop Kaido before your eyes. I wish that I could do the same. Do you know how many times he's beaten me since childhood? Every time I challenged him, he ensured that I paid a price. Fine, I'll take those off. You don't understand. These have kept me trapped here for 20 years without... It's been 2 years since Whitebeard's Paramount War. Hey, they're projecting the speech from the stage. Okay. Kaido. Oh, let me look very quick. Before I go here... Because I just remember what the title of the chapter is, No Onigashima Project. But still. So Yamato's stating that... Of course, Yamato would like to, move forward... And all those years ago, she wishes that she could have gone over with Ace, right? And she was leaving whatnot, but she couldn't because of the shackles. And what's kept her here all of this time is the fear of those things exploding. So in that very same manner, that goes into being free. And she even talks about that here in a little bit. How can I be Odin and not be free? It's because of these shackles, right? Because even if you didn't know Odin, if you hear about his legends and you hear about his log and his voyages, one would be led to assume that he was a very free-spirited individual that prioritized that over everything else. That is mainly what his story was all about, which is why it really resonated with me on a really personal level. So, with that being said, now Oda, I can truly see that what we were talking about last week is really coming to fruition here. That he's really, really driving home the free will thing here, and the meanings of what it means to be free and or not, right? And especially when it comes here to being with the shackles, because we know that Yamato is a very, very strong individual, but now we know why she's been trapped here for so long. Regardless, I'll come back to that later. Just the Yamato, everything that happens, everything to do with Yamato now fascinates me because of what we were talking about. But let's see what Kaido got to say, dog. And finally, the world has turned into motion. The 7 warlords were not disbanded because of some mad whim of the... The 7 warlords were not disbanded because of some mad whim of the world government. It is a sign of confidence that Navy headquarters is a new force capable of stopping. That's what we were talking about. That's what we were talking about. That's what we were talking about. Exactly. Exactly. We have been discussing this, and the fact that I actually just saw that in like the panel, just like my brain, bro. My brain just melted. Like, yo, we had been talking about that for so long. On this channel and on other channels. You know, of course, I wasn't the first one to say it, but in the community, that has been something that we've been speaking about for so long. That the only way that they would ever allow the Shichibukai to be disbanded and not have some sort of argument against it is if they had something of equal value to take on an opposing force, or something of even greater value than the Shichibukai. And Kaido's talking about it. Right here we see Yamato and Luffy looking up from the bottom. But while the world government grows arrogant, we have decided to join hands with the Big Mom Pirates to seize the greatest power in this world, the ancient weapons. Shirahoshi. Caribou. Shirahoshi and Caribou. Blackbeard wanted to go out and seize it before they possibly got into it. Meaning Pluton or Uranus. In other words, did I hear you calling my name, Kaido? It's Big Mom. Captain of the Big Mom Pirates, Olin the Oiran, bounty 4.388 millies. She's terrifying up close. So that's the world's most powerful hag. Oof, Zeus. No, Nami got wrecked, and so did Carrot. Of course they did. It's Big Mom. I didn't notice it. Yeah, she's holding Zeus up, and the X is over the eyes, which means Zeus has been knocked out. Took you long enough, Lindley. Yo, but dude, 100%. They are fusing together. Fusing. You might know about that being crazy. You know, they go on, do the fusion dance. But they're joining forces to be able to take on and go out and find the greatest power in this world, the ancient weapons. Because they realize that there is a true threat coming in from the Navy headquarters. There is a new force he says it is capable of stopping us. Capable. This new force is now capable of taking on a Yonko's crew. I'm going to assume maybe multiple, due to what is being stated here. If they no longer need the Shichibukai, which is what was needed in order to take on Whitebeard, right? Then this new force that they have in play, which we've been talking about, you know, very well could be the whole Kuma experiment with like trying to create these massive, you know, thing with the pacifistas, or it could be going to the gigantification experiments with the children back in Punk Hazard. You know, they've been trying a lot of stuff with Vegapunk that could end up being something extremely insane, working in their favor. That very well could take on a Yonko or multiple Yonko crews. Because it kind of feels like with the way the world's been split, they've come to a mutual understanding that, okay, if we attempted to go at each other, you know, we would probably end up destroying everything. But now it feels like it gotten to the point to where the government no longer fears the pirates in the way that they once did, and maybe it is because of this new thing, and Kaido has confirmed that. And that's scary. To the point to where Kaido states that he needs to create this alliance with Big Mom in order to go out and seize the ancient weapons. Let's go back to the other page. Took you long enough, Linlin, but I'm still in time, aren't I? Mama, don't be a stickler. If we bicker and fight, it'll stay out of reach. But when we join sides, we pull it within range. Listen up, people. We're putting our weight into the piracy business at long last. We're going to claim the One Piece. They name dropped it. Yeah. The existence of the ancient weapons will bring fear and war to humanity. Prepare yourselves, for that is the world of violence that we seek. And we know that's what Kaido stated. Kaido stated when he was introduced in chapter 795 that he wants to create the biggest war the world's ever seen. And what bigger of a war than the war for the ancient weapons and the war for the One Piece? Yo, he said we're going to claim the One Piece. Not I. We. And any time that the One Piece is name dropped in the series, it's automatically insane. The ancient weapons, the One Piece, bro. What else? What else are we gonna discuss in this chapter? Listen, this is something. And we even see Orochi like flag guard, which raises a question. The One Piece. Hey, that's what I'm gonna get. And you know, Luffy's like flag guards. They better not try none, or we're throwing hands. Followers of Orochi, you must now choose. With its imposing waterfall defenses, Wano is a natural fortress that neither the Navy nor the world government can easily reach. That's factual. If we expand with more weapons factories and turn the populace of the flower capital into a labor source, then it will transform into a lawless land that all manner of pirates around the world will call paradise. Kaido, wait a moment. The flower capital's my territory. Who do you think allowed you to make all those Kaido just cut off Orochi's head? That can't be real, bro. There's no way we... He's rolling. Shogun Orochi. Mama. What? Bro! Orochi got waxed! What is going on? The concerns of the Kurozumi clan and the Kozuki clan mean nothing to us. And he goes right back, hits the pillar where Momonosuke's on. You have 5 seconds to choose. Followers of Orochi. He said you have 5 seconds. Bro, Orochi's dead. Bro! This man Kaido legit walked over. Orochi started talking about this. My man said, what's this guy think he is? And exercised his power. Momo, hey, don't shout. Whoa, you just killed Shogun Orochi. But why? They've been allied for years and years. Facts! Make your choice now, samurai. Join us and be pirates, or fight us now and die. We are turning this country into a pirate empire in preparation for the coming world war. We'll be raging out for more proper raids. Tonight, Onigashima becomes the flower capital. Wano will be no more. Instead, there will be only the new Onigashima, and its shogun shall be my son. And that's why this man specifically wanted Yamato to take the reins. That makes so much sense. I was wondering, why is it that Kaido wants Yamato, period, in order for this announcement to come? So Yamato can become Shogun, so that Yamato can become Shogun. Oh man. Look, there's Yamato. Not even for a second, stupid. He's going straight forward. Hey, show me the way. They're gonna kill Momo. Someone call the Toby Robo. And Yamato's like, Flagnards, who are you to make those decisions up for me? See another chapter? Next chapter hits August 2nd. What in the flying Flagnards? I didn't notice. Bro, did Kiku wax? You see the tears coming down Kiku's face. Did Kanjuro get waxed? No, I don't think Kanjuro got waxed off screen. Bro, I'm shook. Yo, what even is this chapter, bro? We start off the chapter and we get Kiku delivering a line of legend and clashing with Kanjuro. Then after that, Yamato states immediately, so speaking as Kazuki Oden, I followed the proper logic that says, Ace's brother, you should give me a ride on your ship. Stating, you know what? As Ace's brother, take me with you. And then Luffy with normal response is like, Flagnards, and there's no way you can be Oden. You know, and it continues on from there, just talking about freedom. And then we actually get Ace. We get Yamato's response to this. I wanted to go to sea with Ace and his friends so badly, but I've been in prisonless island since the age of 8. And so it continues on from there. We actually get to see just how tall Yamato is in this panel right here. But we get to see exactly why Yamato didn't go out with Ace. And we see why Yamato's been stuck here on this island. It is due to the shackles, right? And we continue to, they speak on fear. Luffy speaks on, yo, I mean, you're gonna see me whoop Kaido right before your very eyes. And then continues on there, and then Kaido starts talking, bro. They talk about how the 7 warlords were not disbanded, because of some whim. They were disbanded that it is a sign of confidence that Navy headquarters now has a new force capable of stopping us. But while the world government grows arrogant, we have decided to join hands with Big Mom Pirates to seize the greatest power in this world, the ancient weapons, dude. The ancient weapons! And then Big Mom starts coming out of nowhere. Zeus out, Nami's been pwned, Carrot's been pwned, going up in like swimwear. And then Kaido states that they are going to claim the One Piece, and that the very existence of the ancient weapons is going to bring fear and war to humanity, creating the biggest war the world's ever seen. And then it continues on forward after that, where they go that they are going to turn Wano, specifically the Flower Capital, the other side, into a lawless land, so that they can have all these factories, mass weapon production. Do you hear this? Do you hear why my brain is? Mass weapon production. That all manner of pirates around the world can call paradise. And then, in what is without question, I think the biggest ankle breaker in the entire series. No, not the entire series. In the arc. In an arc filled with ankle breaking moments. And an arc filled with moments that have turned these into dust. I don't even have them anymore. I can't barely walk. Kaido turns around and waxes Orochi. He waxes, cleaves Orochi in real time. This ain't no flashback. He did it in real time. And then Kaido gives them 5 seconds to choose. We're turning this country into a pirate empire in preparation for the coming World War. We're ranging out for more proper raids. Tonight Onigashima becomes the flower capital. Wano will be no more. Instead there will only be new Onigashima, and its shogun shall be my son Yamato. And then just like that, in that one statement, everything that's happened so far when it comes to the whole Yamato and Kaido stuff makes so much sense. You know, why he went above and beyond to make sure that Yamato was found. Went above and beyond to make sure that Yamato stayed here and never left the island. Because in that way, then Yamato could become shogun. But now, this is what I'm very interested in. This is what I'm very, very, very interested in. Originally, I was interested in the upcoming dynamic between Momonosuke and Yamato, because of the connection that both of their parents have to this entire arc, you know, with Odin and with Kaido. But now it's taken a much more different approach, because Luffy's been telling Momonosuke from the very, very beginning that you need to become your own individual in order for you to move forward and step into those shoes left behind by your pops, because you can't just go forward just saying that you are the son of Momonosuke, or that you are the son of Odin. You have to say that, yes, it's great that you're the son of Odin, but you need to become your own person. And it feels like in that same type of breath, Yamato is in almost the same type of way, where Yamato has been unable to become her own type of individual due to that ghost behind left by Odin, and due to wanting to become Odin, right? And so freedom, both Momonosuke and Yamato are going to have to come to decisions based on their own free will, based on their own free spirit, and based on, thanks to Luffy, them having the opportunity and them having the belief within themselves, they can come up with those decisions, you know, within their own heart. Not relying on, oh, what would have X have done? What would have B have done? But no, what do I want to do? And so now I'm interested, because for so long we had been saying within the community that it's a possibility Momonosuke could join the crew. And the one thing stopping that would be that he has to rule this country. What if there is no Wano left? There's still a possibility now. What about if there is no Wano? What about if Wano gets Buster called by Kaido? Not literally Buster called, but what if they actually succeed? We don't know if the Straws are going to win this thing. You know, what about if they succeed and they manage to take it all out? What happens then, right? But here's the thing. Based on the way I think this series is going to go, and they do end up beating Kaido, what is going to end up happening? Because what if Yamato's inner will, not the will of Odin, would be to eventually rule over the country? And Momonosuke's the one who joins the Straw Hats, or vice versa. The way that I think it's going to go. With Momonosuke staying behind ruling the country, and Yamato leaving with the Straw Hats. But either way, I'm interested in seeing the dynamic between the two characters, because they're both in very similar scenarios thanks to the way they've been brought up, and thanks to who their parents are. And it's that concept of free will and that deep tie to the rest of the themes of Wano, you know, and opening the borders of the country. And I'm super curious now. I want to see how their interaction is going to go. And now I'm most certainly curious. We're going to be on break for 2 weeks. Now I'm most certainly curious on seeing how Yamato's going to respond to Kaido here, because I'm going to assume they're, At this point, they're both gonna go right up in like somewhere, unless the Tobiropo manages to get in front of them, and then they're probably gonna end up owning that Tobiropo and moving forward. I don't know who it's gonna be, but now Yamato and Luffy are both heading over towards Kaido. I'm curious. I'm so fascinated by this entire scenario, bro. But yeah, I can't wait to see that interaction between Momonosuke and Yamato. Because I can't wait to see the answers they both come up to. They could both come up with. Both of them could say screw it and leave. You know, if the answers they both come up with are that they want to go out and search the seas, searching for their own purpose and their own journeys, then so be it. You know, but at the very end of the day, the main thing that Oda's been playing around with when it comes to Momonosuke and his character arc, especially whenever we look back at Zou, and we look back now, is that he makes decisions on his own, and that he sticks by those decisions as the rightful heir, right? As a man. The same thing could be said for Yamato. Because Yamato has to make decisions based on what he wants. Not what Oda would have wanted, but on what Yamato would want, right? So I can't wait to see the way that's going to go. Because that's going to turn into some really, really awesome stuff, man. But aside from that, and aside from my fascination with that concept and those ideas, what is there to say about this chapter? What is there to say about this chapter? The ancient weapons that the Onigashima project is to turn the entire country into a pirate empire in preparation for the coming World War. That they are starting up because they want to go claim the One Piece. They want to go claim the ancient weapons, so they can go up and go up against this new force that the government has cooking up, bro. I still can't believe, like, bro, I still can't believe that this man Orochi got waxed, dude. I legit thought that Orochi was gonna be taken out by someone else. I thought Orochi was gonna be, you know, Kirimon, Momonosuke, someone, dude. Hiyori. But Kaido? Man. I don't know what to say, bro. What a crazy chapter. Like, we knew that their Onigashima project and this alliance was gonna be crazy, but the fact that those are their ambitions, they gotta be stopped now, coach. They gotta be stopped now before they go out and go in like somewhere and actually do what they're saying, man. Man, I can't wait to see the comments, bro, for this one. Y'all have an awesome day. What a chapter. And please let me know what y'all thought about this week's chapter. If you have any theories, any comments on any single portion of this chapter. Wow. Flag darts, dude. Kaido's playing no games. No games. My man's Ponorochi came back and gave us said, yo, you have 5 seconds. I ain't dealing with none of this nonsense. We're moving forward. Kaido. I'm out of here, man. Oh.